we are attaching order to our activities. So this would involve everything within the organization. People, they must be placed at the right thing, at the right time, at the right place. The resources, the raw materials, they have to be placed at the right thing, at the right place, and at the right time. So everything within the organization, it has to follow that order. Yes. Discipline, or discipline is about, it's about following the rules and regulations. So discipline, we are just following the rules and regulations, but then with order, we are placing everything at the right time, at the right place. It's not about following the rules and regulations. But then with discipline, we are following the rules and regulations. Yeah.
If you are told like being class by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the right time.
Yes.
At the right place.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, it's kind of similar, but then okay, the moment we are following the rules, it means we are being disciplined. But then the moment we are putting things in order, it means we are obeying this law. So if we are following the rules and regulations, it means we are obeying discipline. But then if we are being at the right place at the right time, it means we are obeying this law order. We are being ordered. So it means something has to start, and then when we are obeying the rules, it can also lead to being order. We can be orderly when we are obeying the rules. So yes, it can go hand in hand. So this is the 10th, equity. So equity simply means, from the word equal, it means we are treating each and every person in the organization equal. So we are not discriminating anyone based on his, for example, background, based on his religion, and also based on his language. So we are treating everyone equally. And then we also, for example, when recruiting, we don't have to recruit based on language. So if the person doesn't speak a certain language, or we shouldn't recruit based on the country of origin, or we shouldn't recruit based on religion. But then we have to be recruiting based on qualifications and performance. So it means we are obeying, equity, whereby we are treating each and every individual just like everyone else within the organization. Stability of tenure, it's all about job security. So it means we have to have stable job contracts within the organization. So as you are working within the organization, you shouldn't feel the pressure of getting fired, for example, in next 2 days. But then you have to be given a valid contract whereby you know that I'm at this place for a longer period of time. So you shouldn't feel the pressure of your contract getting terminated or of being transferred. But then your contract has to be stable. So when employees are not at pressure of being terminated in an organization, it usually improves their motivation. But then if you know that you're going to be dismissed, you're not going to focus, so you're not going to concentrate on the organization. You'll be looking for other jobs. So by looking for other jobs, it means you minimize your performance within the organization. So it is recommended for the management to offer job security. So job security increases employees' performance. So that was on stability of tenure and personnel. That was that, whereby we are trying to, we are trying to improve employees' performance by having improved job security, where employees, they don't feel the pressure of their contract being terminated by the organization.
Also, I don't know those guys. Your statement established of Kenya.
Yeah.
And I should give an example of those guys who are working. So, because I have seen the presidency,
State House.
those guys, some of them really are not safe. Wow. The government changes.
Yeah. Yeah. So if the government changes, it means their jobs are, they can lose their jobs, so they are not stable. So yes, that's a good example. So in each and every organization, the employees, they have to feel safe. So these are the last two in. So that's the 13th and the 14th. The 13th, the last one is this one. So we have to know all these principles. So we have to know all these principles. We have to know all these principles, and we have to be able to describe these principles. So initiative, it says in an organization, employees, they have to be given an initiative, or they have to be given a chance to be coming up with decisions or plans on their own. So for an organization to effectively operate, employees have to be given a chance to influence the overall direction of the organization. For example, they can be given an initiative to be involved in decision making. So for example, lower employees, they're given a chance to make decisions. So it means they'll be motivated. So this motivation will basically improve the overall objective of organization. So that's what this principle says. So in an organization, people working in an organization, they have to be allowed to come up with decisions or to come up with plans on how the organization should operate. So this creates satisfaction, and at the end of the day, it improves the organization. So this is the last one. Spirit de corps. So it means team spirit. So this person, finally, he said, in an organization, there must be team spirit, whereby we are all working together as one. So people shouldn't be working individually, but then all the departments within this organization should be working towards achieving a common goal. So I included this. So it means a manager should remove this word, I. So he shouldn't be saying, I did this, or I'll do this, or I'm expecting to do this. This word should be removed from the vocabulary of a manager, but then it has to be replaced with we. So we have done this, it means we have done as a group, not as a single person. So we are going to do this, it means we are going to do as a group, not just one person. So removing I with we should be the aim of a manager in an organization. So this creates a unity within the organization, and then which eventually leads to the achievement of organization's objective. Yeah, we are done on 5. How many minutes do we have? Let me check. We still have time. Okay, so we just have to finish on Max Weber. It's just a single slide. So yeah, it's 18 past 4. So okay, guys. Max Weber is another person who also contributed towards the growth of management. So this person, he was also studying how managers or how management should be done. So he came up with this word. He came up with this word which is called bureaucracy. So this word was founded by this person. So Max Weber. So he came up with bureaucracy. So he said an ideal organization should operate as a bureaucracy. So an ideal organization should operate as a bureaucracy. So he defined a bureaucracy as a type of an organization that is characterized by division of labor. So he said organizations must operate as a bureaucracy whereby there is what we call division of labor. So it means work is divided into simple tasks within the organization. He also said there must be a clear hierarchy. So there must be a clear line of authority whereby we're having the top manager, the CEO, and we're having at the bottom the ordinary employee. Clear hierarchy. And then there must be a detailed rules and regulations. So apart from being jobs being divided, clear hierarchy, this organization should also be governed by rules and regulations. So it means each and every person who is in this organization is following these rules and regulations. So that's what he emphasized. And then he also talked about impersonal relationships. So impersonal relationship, he said an ideal organization has to have impersonal relationship. So it means, so the word impersonal, it said it refers to distant relationships or formal relationships. So relationships within the organization should be formal, whereby each and every individual within this organization is respecting one another. So there must be formal, formal or impersonal or distant relationships within the organization. So the 6 components, which is the last slide, it's this diagram. So I just have to describe. Yeah. So the first one, so it's the same. So guys, yeah. So these are the 6 principles of Max Weber. So he said the organization 1, there must be authority of hierarchy, whereby we know the most important person, or we know the line of authority within the organization. And then there must be formal selection. So formal selection means we are hiring people based on their experiences, based on their qualifications and skills. Formal selection. And then there must be rules and regulations. So we are having rules that are governing this organization. And then division of labor, whereby jobs are divided into simple tasks within the organization for efficiency. So that's division of labor. And then he talked about impersonality, whereby we are having distant relationship within this organization, and then each and everyone, there are what we call cordial workplace relationship within this organization. And then this also involves treating each and every person within this organization as equal, whereby the organization is not favoring anyone over someone. Career orientation, it says it also involves formal selection, whereby people within this organization, they assume a certain place not because they own the place, but because they have experience or they have things that make them to be on that place. So it means everything within the organization is depending on career. So we are employing people, or we are giving people positions based on their profession, not just because they own that place, or not just because they are associated with people who own that place. So everything is done according to the qualifications of that person. So well, wait. Okay, so okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well. Okay, personality. So it's coming from a word personality of a person. So in an organization, okay, in personality where we are having cordial or formal, so it's coming from word formal relationships within the organization. For example, the marketing manager and the marketing and also the, for example, the marketing manager and the human resource manager, they must have a formal relationship. So their relationship shouldn't extend this workplace relationship. So it should be formal or distant. It's different to a relationship between a boy and a girl.
Well, it must be a professional.
Yes. So a boy and a girl, it's their own relationship. But then at a workplace now, it has to be formal. So even if we have a boy and a girl working on a similar thing, they are working together, but then it should be formal. It should be distant. So that's impersonality of things, which is different to a romantic relationship. Yes. Yes.
English, please.
Okay, or it's career oriented, like customer oriented. Okay. 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 Okay, career orientation. It means, okay, it also involves formal selection. When you're selecting managers, so guys, when we are selecting managers, we have to use formal methods. So it says the managers, they have to be professionals in their field or in their units. So we are not just selecting anyone to be the manager, but then we are only considering those people who are professionals. So by being professional, it means he or she has the needed qualities or the needed requirements for that role. So that's being career oriented, whereby we are choosing someone who has what we want. What we want in our organization. That's any other question?
I was in the